Good day, everyone. Today I'll be presenting my interactive dashboard on Philippine labor and employment statistics. This dashboard compiles key indicators from national labor data and allows users to visualize employment trends efficiently. So for this project, I utilize data from PSA as my dataset. In their surveys, they defined labor force as people aged 15 years and older who are either employed or unemployed. The employment data is composed of people currently working for pay, profit, or family gain, and people without work, currently available for work and actively looking for work. Employment data is a key indicator of the country's economic performance. This dashboard was developed to currently visualize labor trends in the Philippines using official data from PSA and CPBRD. So the goal was not only to display numbers but to make the data easier to interpret for analysis and decision making. The objectives include to present a comprehensive view of labor statistics, to highlight employment, unemployment, and underemployment rates, and to provide policymakers and researchers with an interactive tool. So this is the main interface of my Philippine labor and employment dashboard. So as you can see, users can filter the data by year to explore national labor trends from recent surveys. The dashboard presents key indicators such as employment, unemployment, weekly work hours distribution, employment distribution by age group, by sex, and by major industry. Each chart updates automatically when a year is selected, allowing users to easily compare the country's labor situation across time. All the data come from official government sources like PSA and CPBRD, ensuring reliability and accuracy. If you click the 2023 block, you will be able to move from the statistics from year 2025 to statistics from the year 2023. So it would look like this when you click the year 2023 block. So this chart shows employment distribution by region. As we can see, highly urbanized regions such as the NCR and Calabarzon have the largest shares of employment, mainly due to concentrated industrial and service activities. Meanwhile, regions that are more rural or agriculture based, like Dakar and BARMM, have relatively small shares. This tells us how economic activity and job opportunities are unevenly distributed across the country. So this data shows that males consistently outnumber females in employment, which is typical in the Philippine labor market. This may be influenced by industry composition sectors like construction and agriculture, which is male dominated, while services employ a higher share of women. Understanding this gap helps in formulating gender sensitive employment policies. The next figure illustrates employment by major industry groups. The services sector remains the largest employer, covering more than half of total employment, with the agriculture sector continues to decline as more workers move to service-oriented and industrial jobs. This shift indicates ongoing urbanization and economic diversification as the Philippines transitions toward a more service-based economy. So this chart presents the average hours worked per week among employed persons. Most Filipino workers log between 40 to 48 hours weekly, which is close to standard full-time employment. However, a significant number work fewer than 40 hours, an indicator of underemployment, where people want to work more hours but cannot find additional work. Tracking working hours help measure both job quality and economic capacity. This chart shows the employment distribution by age group. We can see that the Philippine workforce is largely young, with the 15 to 24 and 25 to 34 age groups accounting for nearly three-fourths of all employed persons. The share drops significantly as age increases, Only about 14% are age 35 to 44, and less than 5% are over 55. This pattern reflects the country's youthful population structure and suggests that much of the labor force is still in its early or mid career years. It also highlights the potential for long term productivity growth if this youth labor force is effectively employed. For the conclusion, the Philippine Labor and Employment Dashboard provides an accessible and interactive way to understand workforce trends. By visualizing official data, it helps identify which sectors, regions, and age groups drive employment and where gaps remain. This tool can support better policy formulation and economic planning. That's all. Thank you.